jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Man, that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Ooh. Man, y'all better get y'all popcorn, because you know how your boy do. I don't come on much, but I've been trying my best to promote my boy Michael Williams Jr. And then there's other lies going on, so we have to address it. And look, those who fuck with me, right? They pretty much know this is, one of those areas where if a person had an issue with me, it's not me having an issue with them, not at all. Look back at any video, they had an issue with me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, shout out to the WCS supporters. Shout out to the ones who fuck with your boy. Appreciate the ones who tune in every day that I go live. I appreciate you. So, I'm gonna break something down, for the listeners out there. So you can understand that it doesn't take a whole freaking college degree or any type of other history to try to find out information on this social media platform, right? It's accessible to everybody. But in this particular case, I've been, at it trying to promote Michael Williams Jr. and John Bowser. Hold on for a second. Michael Williams Jr. and John Bowser, right? So I basically roll in my lane, man. Anybody who's seen me go to these fights and put the content out, I'm by myself and I do what I got to do. But what I respect about platforms such as social media is that it allows you to do your own research and filter through what is absolutely truth and what is falsity. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we're going to get to. And pretty much there are some false narratives being passed and cultivated out here on this social media that it's up to me. It's up to me, World Combat Sports. But since a lot of people call me by my first name, Scotty, it's up to Scotty. So we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Shout out to, everybody's tuned in. But I have several videos that I'm going to let you listen to the audio. And the reason why is we have a situation going on where I responded to a situation with Connell Local Sports, right? That's his name. And I'm like, I'm doing it in response to a video that just happened. But he's going around making it seem like I'm responding to a video and I'm coming at him personally and stuff like that, which is absolutely outside of any case. But since you took my video and you know damn well it wasn't a personal video, you know very well, man, you're a grown man. I don't know why you, Kano, continue to act like I'm not in my 50s, bro. I'm not a person you gonna bully, man. You said I was on there, you was on tape video, and you up here talking about I'm big for no reason. Where did that come from, dog? I've never met you in person at all. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? I be speaking to these grown men in a monotone voice and chilling. This is about Michael Williams Jr. and Kano over here trying to make it about me and him. And you think I'm not going to respond. You think there's other reasons that I should give you a pass for talking about me the way you did. This is all on you, Kano. This ain't on me. This is all on you. Because I don't sit up here, when I come to a panel for the smoke, it's for whatever the topic of discussion. That's what it's about. But check this out, though. Let me let you listen to a particular video that Kano just did in response to what I did yesterday. And then I'm going to filter through the BS so you can see for yourself that it makes no sense in what he's talking about. None at all. Don't y'all believe that. Y'all better than that. I don't know why this dude have a problem with me. He has my number. I just spoke to him on the phone not too long ago. I don't know what this is about, to be honest. I don't know what it's about. But he had the same problem with me when it came to Michael Williams Jr. calling out Devin Haney. So it ain't me. It's not me. It's not me that's sitting up here instigating this shit. But anybody who would tell you when you're sitting up here talking about I'm big for no reason, you have an issue with who I am in life. Because if I never met you as a man, what are you talking about, man? Let's get to the video. I did a video the other day, and I put the link in the chat in fun for the smoke so we can have a dialogue. So therefore, let me get to my video, right? Let me get to my video first. Let me share screen. We're going to filter through three layers of lies that Kano put out about me. 3 layers. All right? Let's get to it. Y'all not going to just have people going around social media trying to start unnecessary beefs with people, and it's not that, just to get their audience to turn against somebody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is not pre-K, bro. I mean, come on, man. That's not the way I roll, man. I pretty much stay in my lane. Whenever I want to join the panel, that's what I do. But let me share this screen right quick to my video. Hold on for a second. So first of all, let's address something. Kano Local Sports said, I was on him. This is my video. I said, Michael Williams Jr. dangerous for Bowser. If he don't know, he'll find out December 11th. It's all about me projecting everything towards Bowser, the opponent that Michael Williams Jr. is going to face on December 11th. You know what I'm saying? So tune in and listen to what I said. So if your boy John Bowser has never faced anybody like Michael Williams Jr., how are you confident? E-Hop. We've seen Archie Moore. We've seen a lot of people that has been in the sport and just did it their way. But this particular fight, John Bowser, if you out there listening, I'm telling you, this is not easy for you. This is not easy money for you. No matter what your single fan on YouTube is hyping you up to be, this is not easy work for you, John Bowser. So don't even let anybody tell you any different. We out there listening to your interview. You said you don't even know if Michael Williams will even make weight. I know that's your concern. You're pretty much concerned with all the collateral discrepancies that you might run into, that the other fighter may run into, instead of hoping, say, okay, I hope he brings everything he needs to the fight, hope he makes weight and everything else. You shouldn't be concerned about anybody balancing the scales except you. Your issue is you're the one that have to step in there with Michael Williams Jr. on Fight Night. Hey, this is strictly me advocating for Team Williams Jr. for John Bowser. I'm not cussing this dude out. I ain't saying he's a bum. I ain't saying none of that. You the one that have to look at and assess his resume and turn around and digest it however you feel like. And then when it's time for you to perform, you're going to have to collect the data on what you've seen on his resume to see if that's who you're in the ring with. That's who you're going to have to see. Listen now. Why are you in the act of boxing, Boy Wonder? You're going to have to make a determination. Does he hold true value and appraisal to his resume? Because, I hate to use it, but everybody can do the eye test off characters on the resume. And then sometimes when you get into the ring with them, that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Knockout Boxing 86 TV on deck. What they do there, Knockout. And definitely go subscribe to Knockout Boxing. Very analytical brother. Awesome boxing channel. Support him anytime you get the chance. Let me fast forward. Chilling. It's late night, shawty. Because you said my boy's getting knocked out of somebody else's panel. I would definitely like to, have a dialogue about this fight. If you want to come over here and advocate for your fight, I said, okay, the gloves are off now. It's nothing. Chilling. It's late night, shawty. And I'm on YouTube. And I've absolutely been keeping very, very quiet. I've been reserving my silence. And then I heard Kano, Local Sports, say that Michael Williams is getting knocked out. Did you hear what I just said? I heard Kano Local Sports say Michael Williams Jr. is getting knocked out. This is me talking about Michael Williams Jr. getting knocked out, something he said. Keep listening. Said, okay, the gloves are off now. It's nothing personal with Kano. What did I just say? I said it's nothing personal with Kano. I'm moving on. I'm trying to hype this fight up because Top Rank isn't giving them promo. So I thought we had an agreement to talk it out. I talked to Kano on the phone. I said, man, we just building up the phone, this, that, and the other. Got his number. He has my number. It's all good. But Kano Local Sports, the panel is open to you, my brother. What does that mean? Just like everybody else say, the panel is open, bro. So whenever I join the panel, I'm there for all and everything that whoever the fans are over there in majority, that's what I do. I pull up sometime. But it's a reason why I don't pull up all the time, because it seems like certain individuals just want to take it to a whole nother. This is strictly Michael Williams Jr., John Bowser promo to get these names out there, right? If you want to come over here and advocate for your fighter, because you're the only fan he has on YouTube, I would definitely like to have a dialogue with you there, Kano. You know what I'm saying? Outside of somebody else's panel, I would definitely like to. So listen to what I just said. Outside of someone else's panel. Outside of someone else's panel. That someone else was Pac-Man ATL, because I just happened to be chilling, listening to the panel. Shout out to Drew, Tay Jones, all them cats was on there, and I was just listening. And then he started talking about the fight. All right, so this is how I'm gonna piece that together. I'm gonna stop it right here, but I want y'all to pay attention to this right here. What does that say? That says 52 minutes and 32 seconds. 52 minutes and 32 seconds that I did this video. 52 minutes and 32 seconds. Correct? 52 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, let's go to the next video. Oh, hold up. I have one more thing left that I want to take care of. Have a dialogue about this fight, and so we can kind of speak on some things, because you said my boy's getting knocked out.
True.
You
He
pretty
said
much
it.
threw a jab talking about I've been there when he was knocked down. So
So let's talk about what I just said.
Kano's going around telling people that about a video of Michael Williams Jr. getting knocked down, which is out there. And I've heard him mention it. I know who he's been talking to, but I just didn't say too much of anything because I'm trying to build up the fight with Michael Williams Jr. and John Bowser. And I was actually trying to wait for the right time to talk about this, right? So, he spread another lie. And we're gonna get to that. I just want to touch bases with you, voice to force. I mean, man to man.
Man to man. Ain't that what we do?
So we can kind of understand potentially what's going down in Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? I want to help you understand that your boy Bowser's in trouble.
Your boy
Bowser's
Bowser.
in trouble, man. He never faced nobody like Michael Williams Jr. in his career.
You heard what I'm
Look at
saying
the
now.
19-0, but he never faced anybody like Michael Williams in his career. Know that. So I'm gonna drop the link.
Okay. I said I was gonna drop the link.
Polite. And if there's any John Bowser fans out there, I'm dropping the link for you.
I've dropped the link for
More
everybody,
fans, I
right?
don't care where they come from, because Boy Wonder has enough. But I want to put the link out there. And I just want to, talk to this one fan that's out there so we can kind of talk this fight up, man, before December 11th, man.
So we can talk this fight up before December 11th. I dropped the link for Kano, and I dropped it for John Bowser's fan. I dropped the link for Kano. I dropped it for John Bowser fans. Where's this shit personal so far on my live? How? Because somebody said your name. Your name is displayed all over YouTube. Kano. What you talking about, shawty?
We need to talk it up, man. I was cool. I was quiet. But now you done took off the gloves and threw the first shot. Now you got to come get this gas, dog.
You got to come get the
explain.
gas. What does that mean? You have to come and get the gas. That means you talk about your boy, I talk about my boy. Let's break down who's going to be better on that night and why.
How you feel that Michael Williams Jr. is going to get knocked out. As long as we've been watching boxing, we've seen people go in there and get stopped by opponents, and then return do have his number. Let me text him.
What? Did you hear what I just said? I said, let me text him. I text him. I got the receipts. I text Kano. I said, hey, I'm on live with Bowser. About Bowser. Michael Williams Jr. and Bowser. I'm online. Man, bro, what are you talking about, Kano? What are you talking about? You got off work and you was all hot. What are you talking about, bro? I'm in my 50s and you got my number and you're sitting up here talking about it's personal all of a sudden because I mentioned your name. Yeah, I mentioned your name because you got a channel, man. I also mentioned Michael Williams Jr. and John Bowser the entire time. I even text you. And check this out. He said on his live, right, that I deleted his comment. He said he was at work. I deleted. I have no idea what avenue of thought process he's in right now. I'm giving you straight up facts on what went down and transpired, because anybody who know me know that I don't go around here calling people out and spend my time focusing on personal energy. But check this out to the right.
He might be at work though. And this is no personal shit with Kano, man. This is straight boxing.
What did I say as a grown-ass man? This is no personal shit. This is straight boxing, right? So how can it be personal if you never click the link to get on the panel? How can it be personal?
The same people that you was talking to the other day ain't believing nothing you saying right now. Because I'm telling you, it's not personal. I put the link in there for the John Bowser fans and for Kano. So somebody capping.
You know what I'm saying? I want Kano Loco to pull up and talk this fight up on Madison Square Garden.
I want him to pull up and talk the motherfucking fight up. Did I not say that? I want him to pull up and talk the fight up, yo. Did I not say that in English? I want him to pull up and talk the fight up. What the heck is going on with him, man? Why would you even get on here and say we used to be cool over what you're hearing on my live? What is up with that, bro?
December 11. And if you're looking at the thumbnail, Michael Williams Jr. is the second from the right.
It's going to get better. It's going to be, I'm about to close this down. We're going to get to the next video.
It's 19-0. You know what I'm saying? Show you all the undercard.
So this is what I want you to see. Right this.
But
check this out. Kano said I deleted his comment, bro. I am showing you share screen. What is this right here? What is this? This is Kano Loco Sports comment that he said at work. Kano dropped a damn comment that he told his audience on his reaction. He put World Combat Sports of their response to World Combat Sports. And you up there telling them straight up lies, man. You say, I deleted your comment. Your comment is right here, dog. Right there at work. Check out what I said.
So it's up to us, new media, to pretty much put it out there the other night, that you was pretty much content that Michael Williams Jr. get knocked out. But let me explain something to you about that. It's not going to be as easy as you believe it to be, just going off the eye test of how many fights they've had. And that builds durability. So logically to me, it doesn't have to be any type of credits that I earned in college to figure this out mathematically. That Bowser with the opponents that he have on his record, he was only able to stop 5 of them, which to me, that's just minimal. That's minimal damage inflicted to stop your opponent, no matter who.
Okay, let me stop it right there, right? Enough of me. Enough of me. But check this out, though. I'm going to stop sharing, right? Because I don't want people to get in a funk on YouTube to believe anybody just off what they say, because this is strictly between me and Kano, and the audience is a third party who I know are very intelligent people that's out there that can listen to some and they can filter through it and say, you know what, that's truth or that's false, right? And you have to call them out, just like you do, you know, like a lot of you all that do your live streams and you sit up here and you'll break down what is truth and what is false. And if someone's pushing a narrative that has a lot of bias to it, you'll call them out on it. Peep this out, though. Listen to this.
That's your man, 50 grand, I get it. Let me tell you the difference between me and you. John Bowser's not my man. I don't rock with him every day like that, you know? Nah, I'm not breaking bread with the man. Let me give y'all a little.
You heard him, right? He ain't breaking bread with the man. That ain't his man. He ain't breaking bread with the man. That ain't his man.
History how this began, man. I did a prediction video on John Bowser against Michael Williams Jr. and I picked Michael Williams Jr. to lose. David Rios, what's up, man? I said that I got John Bowser stopping Michael Williams Jr. in the later rounds. And guess what? I'm standing firm on that. But instead of just making your prediction video, you want to debate me about this, bro. You want to run your mouth about it, bro.
Okay, so right here, Kano told me I want to, instead of making a prediction video, which I don't do, first of all, I don't do prediction videos. I just do media. Okay. He's saying I want to run my mouth. Where does running my mouth on social media become an issue for you? Because anybody can go through my entire videos that I have in my catalog and know not one of them involves Kano. We're talking about a guy who has his number and I just spoke to not too long ago. He's sitting up here telling his audience that I'm running my mouth. A prediction video. Y'all want to know the prediction video he's talking about? I'm gonna show it to you. I just want to get a little bit further in his video.
You want to make it personal, bro.
He said, I want to make it personal, y'all. How in the heck are we coming to the conclusion that I making a stance and I've made it perfectly clear that I'm talking about the Michael Williams Jr. and the John Bowser fight, and you saying I'm making it personal? Your name ain't God in these streets. Who are you talking to? Personal, you have a channel. If they refer to you as Kano Loco in the streets, right? So therefore, your channel has Kano Loco Sports. My channel doesn't have Scotty World Sports. It has World Combat Sports. It doesn't have Scotty World Combat Sports. What are you talking about, bro?
You dig? We put money up on it. We got $100 on the fight.
See, that's what I'm trying to help y'all decipher. We just put money on it on somebody else's panel a couple of days ago. Now, he said he did a prediction video, right? So let me get out of here and I'm going to show you what he's talking about. He said, look, my video yesterday was responding to a prediction video, which is an absolutely lie. That's an absolute lie. That's a lie. Check this out. Check this out, bro. Because y'all intelligent. He's confused. He's confused, man. He's absolutely confused. So Kano does a Michael Williams Jr. prediction video, which is right here, right? This is his prediction video.
He got dropped twice in that fight. He still got the decision, so I got to.
So either one or two things are happening right now. All right. Hold on for a second. Who they are. Hold on. Check this out. I want you to see something. When was this video? This video, November 15th, 2021. November the 15th, 2021. I did my video the other day, yesterday, which was the 23rd. He did a prediction video the 15th. Why would I come back all of a sudden after seeing that video up there before and being on a couple other panels that this would be an issue? I wasn't going off no video that he did, no prediction video. I wasn't going off that. So this is what I'm thinking, right? Hold on for a second.
With Squarespace, editing and adding.
Bear with me.
It's only going to make them better for whoever that may be. I think a little bit as far as that. That if the kid that dropped him,
Hold on.
as far as coming up, because he's had knockouts. Now, what intrigues me about this matchup is that Michael Williams Jr. is one of those fighters that a lot of people haven't been paying attention to as far as coming up, because he's had issues, you know, getting fights and stuff like that. John Bowser hasn't been spoken about a lot.
Okay,
Both
moving
fighters
on.
I like both fighters in this fight.
He like
Boxes
both fighters.
behind off. He's a southpaw that can box really, really well. And in his recent fights, he showed me that he has that dog in him. He showed me he has that pop. And
Okay.
this fight is that they're both undefeated. And I'm a big believer in, if you're gonna test your fighter, test him now. This is a good time to test him.
He just said, if you believe in your fighter, test him now, right? Test him now. I want you, just keep that on your thought process. He said, if you believe in your fighter, test him now, right?
Both undefeated. Throw them in there. Nobody's really gonna end up losing as far as their career goes, in my opinion. A loss at this stage of their career is not gonna hurt them. It's only gonna make them better for whoever that may be. I think John Bowser has the advantage in this fight. I really do. I think he's a better boxer and has enough power to keep Michael Williams Jr. at bay. I remember watching Michael Williams Jr. fight a 6-rounder, man, probably about a year and a half.
Pause. He said he remembers seeing Michael Williams Jr. fight a 6-rounder. Speaking from somebody who's been with the team for a while and who was at that fight. I'm about to expose another lie.
2 years ago, and he got dropped twice in that fight and still got the decision. So I got to question him a little bit as far as that.
Okay, I have to question where you're getting your information from. If you're sitting up here looking at this and you're figuring out, you're processing what you're reading, and this has been going on for quite some time now. I'm about to stop sharing. I'm going to take you to the most current video of Tay Jones, Pac-Man ATL. The reason why I'm taking you over there to that video is because I took you through what he said initially, right? He pretty much said I was on live three hours ranting about him. The video is 52 minutes. That's a lie. All right. Then he tried to make it seem like I was strictly talking about him as personal, which I clearly stated, let's talk up the fight with Michael Williams Jr. and John Bowser. Another lie. Next, you just heard him say that Michael Williams Jr. fought a 6-rounder and he was knocked down twice and still was gifted the decision. That's a lie. So let's go to the next video. Let me share screen and let me take you to Tay Jones' video. All right. This is the one where I was responding to my video last night, because listening to Kano and his own prediction video of John Bowser takes us to this point right here that was done a day ago, right? I'm just chilling. I'm not saying nothing. I ain't dropped no comments. I'm just listening. Okay? Check this out. You perceive this the way you want, of who's trying to sit up here and cause friction with somebody. Like Kano's sitting up here trying to act like he's trying to bully somebody. He's trying to persuade his audience that Scotty was coming at him personally and it struck a nerve and all this other stuff. Nothing struck a nerve with me about you making a prediction video. I advocate for Team Williams just like I did when we called out Devin Haney and you didn't like it. This is not about me. You're making it about me. This is about Michael Williams Jr. One thing I know about his pops when it comes to his son, what he do? He makes it all about his son, period. Period. That's who's the primary focus in his drive to raise his son up in boxing. He's been around there for the longest time. It's all about Michael Williams Jr. 150, period. Me being around the team, it's certain things I can speak about being on hand. Check this out, though. This is what I responded to yesterday. Because you remember when I said, instead of talking on somebody else's panel, we can talk one-on-one and talk up the fight? we can talk up the fight between Williams Jr. and John Bowser. Why is Kano Loco making this about him? It has absolutely nothing to do with you. I thought I was speaking to a mature content creator, and being that we talked on the phone, we was good. But no, you flipped the script and you try to make it about you. No, it's about the fighters, homie, because Top Rank is not going to give them the media exposure that they need. This ain't no social media freaking beef going back and forth with you. Find videos out here where I've mentioned Kano's name. I'm talking about past videos. Check out this video with Tay did.
Rope and all that.
Yeah. I tried to get you. I tried to get you over there with MMA Campbell Jim. You heard? I put the speakerphone on.
Yeah.
He just left the gym a little bit too early for us, man. But
You see where the topic's at. The topics is, it's a reason why I started it right here, because the topic is totally off onto a whole nother subject, right? I'm not on the panel, none of this shit. I'm just chilling. I'm just listening to the show. I'm just supporting Pac-Man. Drew was on there. I'm just supporting what they got to say.
Be down there for like a good 2 weeks.
man, I'm trying to find the date, man. I be having so much text on my damn phone that I gotta be like looking for this shit, man. Man, the fight is coming soon though, man. We probably about a couple of weeks away.
Hold up. Where did this come from? You came out of nowhere from talking about something that you and Drew had going on in Florida, totally different to transferring over to Michael Williams Jr. and myself for the wrong reason. Check this out.
Wait, bro.
From what fight is that?
Michael Williams Jr. against John Bowser.
Now, granted, people, the fight isn't to December 11th. What made you talk about it? I'm not on the panel or nothing.
Where is that gonna be?
It's gonna be at Madison Square Garden in New York, man. December 11th.
That's gonna be his first step-up fight.
That's gonna be Michael Williams Jr. first step-up fight. He gonna get.
So he made it a point to say it's gonna be Michael Williams Jr. first step-up fight. How? How do you even come to any sane conclusion that that's going to be Michael Williams Jr. step-up fight? When John Bowser, you said in your own video that people don't know him either, just like Michael Williams Jr. They don't know him. So how does John Bowser, who on his resume provides you that? Because I have some receipts, bro, just from being around Michael Williams. I know his record pretty damn good. How is that a step up for Michael Williams when John Bowser is 15-0 with 5 knockouts? And you say that's not your fighter, right? John Bowser is not your fighter. You don't break bread with the fighter, right? And then in another narrative, you up here, advocating for John Bowser, just like I'm advocating for Michael Williams Jr. Check this out.
He's gonna be at the theater.
But he gonna get his ass beat. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Michael Williams Jr. ain't ready for that, boy.
Okay, so he said he gonna get his ass beat. He said Michael Williams Jr. is gonna get his ass beat. You ain't ready for that. But if you listen to his other video he did for me, he made one strict for World Combat Sports. The language is a bit different. Like, he's all over the place. You're bringing this fight up on a panel that wasn't even talking about it, and you're not even doing it justice, bro. You're busy wanting to tell people they're getting his ass beat. I wasn't really going in that type of energy. He gonna get his ass beat. I was just trying to talk up the fight, man, to get these youngins some promo.
That's on the undercard.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Bro,
December 11th.
I know personally people who spar Michael Williams Jr. I know at one point he was calling out Devin Haney.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have been.
Right.
So Kano hating again on Michael Williams Jr. A kid that you don't see on YouTube, you don't see him on Facebook. He's hating, but yet John Bowser isn't his boy. So this is the whole core. This is the entire core to the Eye of the Storm. Kano got mad at Team Williams and me for calling out Devin Haney. He said he shouldn't have been calling out Devin Haney. Why? Who are you who know nothing about Michael Williams Jr.? Who are you to say he shouldn't have been calling him out? He's a big name. It's fighters out here call people out all the time. Who is Boots Ennis fought all the way up to this point for him to be calling out the big names? He's just now getting exposure. He has over 25 professional fights. He's calling them out because he believes he's ready. Team Williams was calling out Devin Haney because we wanted to fight. That has surpassed, that has long gone, and that's what it is. But it's okay for conversation.
Right. From what I heard, you know, and he got rocked in the fight by, I'm not gonna say a bum, but a nobody.
Bro, I'll go further than that. About a year and a half ago in North Carolina, he was in a 6-round fight and got dropped twice by a nobody.
Okay, so Kano has been on 3 different times saying that he was in a 6-round fight, Michael Williams Jr., in Raleigh, and got dropped twice. I was there. So let me take you there because, you know, receipts are everything. All right. So let me stop sharing and let me go over here and share this screen right quick to expose the next lie that he's talking about. This is Michael Williams Jr. BoxRec. All right. Let me give you this receipt right quick. Raleigh, right? This is the guy who dropped Michael Williams twice. This was at the Dorton Arena, Raleigh. What does that say right there? In English, 8, right? In Spanish, is ocho, right? That is an 8-round fight. LaShawn Alcock, shout out to my Simplified brother. I was there at that fight. He's a mixed martial artist / boxer, and he can bang. So for those of you that's hearing Kano Loco up here talking about a 6-round fight and this and that, he's telling lies to people who are not doing enough research to figure it out. They have BoxRec at their access. Why are you not going on BoxRec and checking the fine details? You say the man was dropped twice in a 6th round and gifted the decision. So now that I've shown you that's bullshit, let's go back to the next one. Let's go back. Let's stop sharing. Let's go back because receipts are everything, right? And you're not going to put my boy Michael Williams Jr. out there like they going around getting gifted decisions and all this other shit, you know, and you want to highlight that fight so much, but yet you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about because Michael Williams Jr. is a fighter that you haven't been following. And somehow, some way, the energy that you're giving towards me supporting him has you agitated.
How the hell he got the decision? I have no idea.
He ain't get the decision in a 6-round fight because it never was a 6-round fight. Of course you don't have no idea. You need to do your homework better. You need to pay attention to detail. The insidious part of what you're doing out here on social media platform means a lot when you're allowing yourself to speak on something that you have very minimal depth of understanding to your research because you haven't dug deep enough to retain something because you avoid it because it doesn't interest you, bro. You have to do better. You can't sit up here and have your audience who pay attention and respect what you do out here tell them straight up bogus lies on Michael Williams Jr., who doesn't even come up here to YouTube and talk. He has other things. He's up there training. He has a big fight coming up December. But you're telling lies and talking about he was in a 6-rounder.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, Michael Williams Jr. won the fight, but
You
I
know
don't
what?
know.
You know, I remember you telling me that. I just thought.
I told you that. You remember?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, I forgot you did tell me that.
Come on, man. You know, I when people tell me stuff, even about other people, I don't care if it's negative or what. If that person hasn't did anything to me, I just do a little bit of research. And that research doesn't mean asking someone else. It's just getting a fair understanding of who's in my company right now. Right? You have to do more, you have to do research on motherfuckers just walk around kicking rocks and all of a sudden, oh shit, let me come up with this narrative and push it. Michael Williams did not get knocked down twice. I don't know why people are not doing their research. These fine details of research, bro. Yes, I'm gonna sit up here and advocate for something because I was there that night. I seen it. I was taking pictures. I was ringside on the apron, right next to Roy Jones, right next to his pops, right next to Dane Skip.
I'm like, bro.
And I had, matter of fact, you know what? I did watch. I watched it because, it was a video on that.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, that's right. Damn sure I seen that. That's right.
Now I ain't saying the kid ain't got talent, Drew. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's trying to, he rushing it, bro, for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You're not ready, man. You gon' look, I get it, man. I get it. His dad is having a hard time getting the kid fights. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't. Man, I just gonna leave that one alone. He just ain't financially well to be getting these fights. They're not making money with it. They're having to come out of pocket.
You don't want to lose in New York, man.
See what DFTV said?
How you get dropped 2 times in the 6th round and win? Oh shit!
Hey, when I first told Tay, that's probably what, about a year ago I told you this?
Yeah, about a year ago. Yeah.
He was like, huh? What? I didn't hear about that. I was like, hold on, let me see if I find the fight on YouTube. I found it and I sent it to him. He said, oh shit. I said, bro, you know I'm underground, man. You know, I'm underwater.
Underground what? I'm on the ground too. I'm in the trenches too. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? I was on site on the ground the entire night. That is a lie. That's an absolute lie. We're talking about small, minute details numerically. You're talking about 2 rounds that you're extracting and making it a 6-rounder. 3 minutes per round, and you're saying it's a 6, and you're including 2 rounds he got dropped and try to make it seem like, oh, those people was there for Michael Williams Jr. in his backyard, and they gifted him a decision. That's BS, bro. That's absolute BS. What's going on, 300? How you feeling, bro?
Bro, I had to hop on real quick, man. I just want to tell ask Loco some stuff, man, because Loco claims that he's into boxing and he knows his stuff. You know what I mean? So, because I want to make it quick because I'm busy. And I want to point out, because he keeps pointing out Mike Jr.'s fight against Alcock, right? A dude who can actually fight. He's very wild, very awkward. A guy that the superstars that signed wouldn't take a fight like that, right? He outweighed Mike Jr., whatever. They took the fight, right? But this is a man who claimed he knows boxing. Mike Jr. and Alcock fought 6 rounds. Mike Jr. was outboxing him and outpointing him every round, including the fucking 2 rounds that he clipped Mike Jr. That is the reason Mike Jr. got the unanimous decision. So for a man to say he knows boxing, he clearly doesn't know. In that first knockdown, he stepped on Mike Jr.'s foot. But guess what? Mike Jr. was already winning that round until he went down. The same in the 6th round. The 6th round, Alcock was getting beat up. As a matter of fact, when he caught Mike, Alcock was hurt and threw a prayer and caught Mike. But Mike was already winning that round. So let's say we're going to give him the two rounds because he dropped Mike Jr. Mike Jr. won 4, Alcock won 2. What's wrong with these guys' math? So they really don't know boxing. You feel me?
BoxRec say they went 8. The fight was a scheduled 8-rounder. It was an 8-rounder.
Yeah.
You can't tell people that it was a 6-round fight. It was 2 knockdowns, and they gifted him a decision because he was in his backyard. You can't do that. You can't do that, Kano. You can't sit up here and spread lies like that, Kano.
I ain't spread no lies. The man got
You
dropped
can't
twice in
spread
that
no.
fight. Am
You
I
can't
right or
spread no
wrong?
lies. You talking
Am I
about a
right or
6-rounder?
wrong?
The man, my son got dropped twice, Kano, but he was winning every round. You know boxing.
And when you get knocked down, those are 10-8 rounds. There was 2 of them. There was 10-8 rounds.
Okay, so let's give Alcock 2 rounds. But my son clearly shut him out in 4. Who wins the fight?
It's a draw.
Man, come on.
10-8 rounds. That's the equivalent on 2 different rounds. That's the equivalent of 4.
Come on, bro.
Come on, my man.
What does BoxRec say? It was an 8-round fight.
Check this out. Check this out, Kano. We won a fight. What do that have to do with John Bowser?
The way I look at the fight, man, I believe John Bowser gonna stop your boy.
And
It's that simple.
And I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't debate that, brother. You have the right to pick your fighter, but I do know you like John Bowser way more than you like Mike Jr. Because I watched.
Wait a minute.
You gave Mike Jr. one piece of candy, and you gave John Bowser the whole bag. And that one piece of candy you gave Mike Jr., you opened up the wrapper, you sucked on the candy, you wrapped it up, and you gave it to my son. Because at the end of your first interview, when you first did it, your first podcast on my son and Bowser, at the end you said, "Oh, I really love that John Bowser. I really like that John Bowser." So I get it. I don't have a problem with that, bro. You know what I mean? Because guess what? We both don't know what's going to happen. So I respect you picking Bowser, bro. It's nothing personal with me. I'm here for you and Scotty. This is content. I appreciate y'all promoting Bowser and my son, man. It's nothing personal, but I gotta come on, man. You a man that know boxing, bro. You riding off that one fight. Because if we talking about fights, how many you talking about John Bowser is a better fighter than my son? How many times we seen John Bowser with that wild ass style? Come on, man. He showed no boxing, just wild punches. My son has always been slick, and
your boy gonna have to show me. He gonna have to show me.
Yeah, he gonna show
me.
He gonna show. Hey, bro, listen. One thing I'm not trying to do is convince you. Again, I respect what you're saying and you picking Bowser, but bro, if you start pointing out facts and stuff, you got to be honest, man. Like you said you didn't look at BoxRec or who they fought. But in that first interview, you did bring up who Mike Jr. fought. You got to hold on, let me finish.
Wait a minute. Hold up. What interview did I do? What interview?
No, I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to say interview. Your podcast. I'm sorry, bro. All right. Day, I'm sorry about that. So look, let me just explain something. I know Scotty did briefly. All the guys that John Bowser has fought, we could beat them. We just didn't have the money to go get those guys. That's all that. That's boxing. It's real boxing.
Did I not say that? Did I not say that?
I missed that part because I'm out here making moves.
I said that.
So you know what I'm
You mute, Mike. You mute.
Nah, I most definitely said that. I know you heard me say that. Scotty just played it.
Yo, my bad. You know what I mean? So we gotta factor all these things in. Yo, your boy John Bowser is not a killer, bro. Them five knockouts reflect that. And all of a sudden, magically, he got this super Puerto Rican strength, and he gonna knock out Mike Jr. You gotta remember, Mike Jr. is Mike Jr. is John Bowser's toughest fight, loco. Mike Jr. And I'm gonna hit you with this, and I'm gonna let you talk, brother. You got to remember, Mike Jr. has the harder fight. I'm going to tell you why. When John Bowser got on Top Rank, they spoon-fed him. They got him people that he can knock out and beat and shine. You know who my son's first fight is on Top Rank? John Bowser. We have the toughest fights, brother.
You done?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, man. Look, man. Hey, I respect grind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've been in your stomping grounds, man. I just give you this information right here, man. I ran through Murchison Road. I ran through Strickland Bridge.
Okay.
Rayford Road. Skywalk. Just to let you know I've been around the world, because I know you know them roads.
Yeah. We from Jersey, though. Even though we live in North Carolina, we from Jersey.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just letting you know a little bit of history, man. I've been to Jersey, too. Jersey City, New Jersey. 19 Dales Ave. I've been all over, man. So You know, I'm a seasoned vet, man, when it comes to this shit, man. I just, that's how I believe. Now, he's not my boy. Now, when I say he's not my boy, I don't mean I ain't pulling for him. What I mean by that is he's one of the few fighters that I don't know personally, that I don't have contact with. Right. That's what I mean when I say that. I'm still pulling for him. So don't let everybody get it twisted like, you know, I don't like Bowser. I do like Bowser. But when I say he's not my boy, it's not like Scotty and you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't communicate with him like that. That's what I mean by that. You know? But I didn't lie about the 2 knockdowns. Okay, I got the 8-rounder versus 6-rounder wrong. That's a mistake. It's not a lie, though, Scotty. And see, when
it's a lie. You should have got your facts straight.
You gotta be careful when you call people liars.
Hey, content.
You gotta be real careful when you call people liars.
Kano, don't come in here making threats to me. I'm not your little boy, first of all. Don't come making threats to me when I'm taking what you did online, social media. You sit up here and told 3 different people lies, talking about it was a 6-round, and all you had to do is go to BoxRec, bro. You had to go to BoxRec, and I talked to you on the phone. So don't sit up here and point your finger at me and continue to act like you talking to somebody's child, bro. You told him you should have did your research. You should have did your research before jumping online telling people it was a 6-round fight and knockout boxing. You should do your research and come in early on the live and hear the whole story. It was an 8-round fight, not a 6-round fight. So if you want to give him 10-8 rounds, we know that's not the case if you have a fighter that was dominating the round. And let's just say the fighter that was dominating the round get knocked down. It ain't no automatic. It can be a 9-9. It depends on who's looking at it. It don't necessarily say, okay, it's a 10-8 round, and the only damn success that fighter had was getting a knockdown when his opponent was dominating the round. We know that.
This my thing right here, man. This my thing right here. You don't differentiate, and I want to ask the senior, do you think that's a lie or is a mistake? Because calling a man a liar is, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you told 3 different people. What are you asking another grown man? Senior can't speak for me.
Because he's on the panel, motherfucker. That's why.
He ain't no content creator, motherfucker. He ain't no content creator, motherfucker.
That's
you don't want to keep it on the internet then. That's what you're telling me then.
You getting on my panel. First of all, you ain't gonna get on my panel and sit up here and start trying to big boy somebody. First of all, you was on Tay Jones' panel up here talking about I'm big for nothing. I ain't never met you a day in my life. You don't know me. So stop trying to come up here and big boy me and keep it respectfully like they said in the dang chat. You ain't talking to no young nigga that ain't never been nowhere in life.
Hey, let me say
something.
The
fuck you talking to?
Hey, Scotty, you know, I don't have a problem with Loco. Of course, Scotty, you my brother. I'm going to say this when it comes to tough talk. All right? And I'm not favoring Scotty. Loco, but I'm keeping it truthful. It's only I don't know your past, right? But I know for a fact there's 2 people on this panel that ever took somebody's lives, right? 2 people. And then there's 1 person on here that was killing for a living. So when it comes to talking tough, man, we gotta chill out with that, man. This is about content and stuff like that, bro. We all free. None of us is in prison. You know what I'm saying? It's boxing, man. Kano, I appreciate you, bro. Just, you know, when you speak on my son, just dig a little deeper and find out, bro, on what's going on. You know what I mean? If you want to ride with Bowser, I respect that. You know what I mean? After we win or lose, I'll come on your panel and we'll laugh and we'll chop it up, man. Because at the end of the day, John Bowser and Mike Jr., man, 2 undefeated fighters, they fighting. My son, after this fight, whether he win or lose, we're gonna fight everybody, bro. We fighting everybody because we at that stage now in his time, bro. My son's an entertainer. He wants to entertain, bro.
I ain't got nothing else to say.
No, once he leave, we got something to chop it up about there, Kano.
I ain't got nothing else to talk to you about, bro. We don't have nothing else to talk.
No, you got something to talk about because when you was on when you was on Pac-Man's channel, you said I was big for nothing. You was taking shots at me. This ain't the first time you took shots at me. I kept the shit light. I let it go. You went there and talk shit behind my back. I didn't say nothing to you. You got an issue with me. You have an issue with me, and I'm talking about Michael Williams and John Bowser, and you got mad because we was calling out Devin Haney before. So you left my channel when it did with it. I ain't say shit. The entire time, I didn't say shit, bro. Then you come back around on Tay's. No, I'm talking on my panel, bro. You come back around on Tay's channel and you sit up there and say, "Oh, you big for nothing," and you big for nothing. You start talking and on your reaction to what I did. You try to say I made it personal. How? And I just let the people know. I let them listen to the audio, and just expose the lies that she was putting out there. I will advocate for Michael Williams Jr. because I've been there. That's all I was doing. I wasn't advocating for Michael Williams Jr. to make it a you and Michael Williams Jr., a you and me type of deal. You've been making it about me and you by taking little small shots. I am not your boy, Kano. Stop sitting up here talking to somebody like I went to a damn private school growing up. It is straight up online content creator between you and I. You got my number. I even sent you the link, bro. Respectfully, I sent you the link yesterday. You say you at work, but you told your people I deleted your comment, bro. Another freaking lie. So don't get on here trying to convince Senior that is a mistake. You told your people on your live that I deleted your comment.
The first time I commented, it got deleted. That was the second comment you showed.
No, nobody deleted your comments. Nobody deleted your comments.
It was gone.
Hey, Kano, me personally, I want to talk about my son because that's what I do. I represent Michael Williams Jr. It's about him at all times.
That's all good. Like I said, I'm done talking to this man anyway. We done talking.
Hey, let me ask you a question while I got you on, bro.
Now, hold up, Mike. What you talking about? We done talking. Mike showed up. Man, show some respect, Kano. What you talking about? You can go around here and talk your shit and then try to dance up here and bully the only person that really don't show you attention at all. I keep the shit respectful all the time. But you come up here telling people where you been, what you gonna do, pointing fingers. At who, dog? At who? I'm just as old as you. What are you talking about, bro? I've been keeping it Michael Williams, John Bowser, and you come up here, oh, it's offline. Man, who the fuck are you talking about, dog?
Bro,
I don't even know you like that. I never met you a day in my life, bro.
You ain't kept the respect
You
at all,
walk around and you talking about somebody big for nothing. I ain't never crossed you wrong.
Oh, my goodness,
You start taking shots at me, bro.
This motherfucker right here, bro.
You want me to lay down on my back and bend over and act like I'm a coward or something? Have some respect when you show up over in this part of the neighborhood, just like I do when I show up in your neighborhood and everybody else's, dog. Stop sitting up here trying to bully a grown-ass man in his 50s like you.
Yeah, of course we on your panel, so you gonna talk like that, and then if you don't like what I say,
Man, I talk like that. I talk like that on anybody's panel to give me the same energy, the same energy that you giving. No, nigga, you been taking shots at me, and I never came on your panel and talk shit like that.
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
Like I said, you on my motherfucking panel. If you didn't want to look, if you didn't want to be on my motherfucking panel, don't click the motherfucking link, nigga.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to
See what he did? Remove me again.
Hey, I want
this my motherfucking panel, dog. Don't come over here disrespecting me in my own house.
You motherfucker.
Fuck you too. You ain't getting that shine over here. Wait till I show up in your neighborhood and then you can get that shit off.
I came on at the wrong time. God damn.
You ain't gonna sit up here and make this about me and you. You ain't gonna do that. You're gonna keep it on boxing. You're gonna keep it on Mike Williams and then John Bowser. And don't get all butthurt because niggas standing up to your ass and you steady going around here trying to make threats all the time to people. You on my motherfucking damn neighborhood, man.
Shit.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
This shit crazy.
What's up? What's up, Showtime?
Yo, I just want to say salute and congratulations to the Team Williams, man. I can't wait to see y'all December 11th. That's a dope look for y'all, man. Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, world's most famous arena. You know, I'm being there with my journalist hat on, but, you know, I'm going to be rooting for y'all, man. Definitely going to be rooting for y'all, man. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know, y'all got the grand stand, you know what I'm saying, the big time platform, top ranked ESPN. You know, I'm definitely going to be in the building cheering for y'all, man.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man, and shout out to you and your team, man. Nothing but love and respect to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I came on. Damn. Yeah, Scotty told me, though. Scotty was like, hold on, man. I don't want you to come on yet. I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Yeah, I was backstage. But y'all, I'm on lunch break right now. I just want to jump on and just say that, man, you know, I seen the fight got made. You know, I've been promoting a little bit on my platforms via Facebook, Instagram, and all that. But I can't wait to see y'all December 11th. You know, hopefully it don't snow, man. Like, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we don't get no snow and I don't get stuck at work on no mandatory overtime, so I could be out there and get that coverage, get them interviews, and all that, man.
We'll see you, bro. Like I said, love and respect to you and your team, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hey, look, all we trying to do is be great, man. I don't understand, like, you know, Mike Jr. walking around with a 19-0 record, and every time we go to fight somebody, it's a problem. Like, they thought it was crazy when we called out Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But they like, yo, when is Mike Jr. going to step up? You know what I mean? Vito Malnicki, his daddy called us out. We took the fight. They backed out. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we going into this Bowser fight. My whole thing is, man, my son's an entertainer. We in this to fight, bro. We all that losing and winning and protecting the O, that's all nice, but you know, we in this to make money, and we in this to make the best big fights that we can, and then walk away, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. I break it on Scotty's show, man. My son is about to be a cop. Like, soon as he finished with this John Bowser fight, he's going into he started the police academy December 27th. So he's going to be a police officer and a professional boxer, bro. So we in this shit to fight and make money, man. I don't know what nobody else is in it. So anybody who got a problem with us fighting Bowser or fighting fucking Devin Haney, they tripping. Like, what do the fans want? Do they want to see good fights? Or or when we don't fight nobody, they saying we ain't fighting nobody. So my son's extremely talented, man, and he's going to prove it December 11th, man. I hope to see you there, bro.
Oh, no, I'm there. I'm definitely there. And I think this is going to be his coming out party, and no better place than the Mecca, man. Like I said, Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. You know, ESPN, Top Rank, he got the platform. And I think this is going to open up the world's eyes to, you know, Michael Williams Jr., man. They're going to get a real glimpse of him.
And shout out to Showtime for being a real one since day numero uno, man. I appreciate you. You always looking out for freaking Williams, regardless. You know, his pops don't have to show up, you know, and before you start talking about it, you be out there talking about him when in his absence. And so I appreciate the support, man.
No, I appreciate you guys, man.
I don't even do this YouTube shit. Y'all know that.
Yeah, facts.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Facts.
That's what I was trying to explain to him.
I'm gonna tell you why. And Scotty knows, because sometimes I don't know how to differentiate when niggas is on the panel calling each other niggas and fuck you, all that. And I'm not talking about what went on just now with Loco and Scotty. You know what I mean? But I can't do that, bro. I see it all the time with my man Bill Haney, because in real life, bro, it can get crazy. You feel me? Like other niggas, they sitting on YouTube while I'm home training, like training with guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just talking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you it's another duck ass nigga that got a podcast. I don't even want to give him no shine, but he left his address. He tried to talk shit about my son and left his address. And guess what? We had niggas at his house. That's not even his address by the airport in the little projects. Niggas knocked all on the door. Ain't no answer. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a tough guy. I'm just a thorough ass family man. But I know one thing, as I'm looking at all these guys yelling and screaming, niggas ain't really training like that. Niggas don't got guns like that. Niggas that out of shape. They ain't fighting like that. They take blood pressure pills and shit. Get the fuck out of here. You feel me?
Nah, that's facts.
Look, I love Scotty White to death. I love him to death, but I keep it real. I don't know another nigga's resume, but in the United States motherfucking Marines, Scotty White was really killing niggas.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact.
There's only one nigga on the panel with multiple bodies. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, you know, if we gonna talk gangster, let's be real with it, man. Like, yo, look, man, but hey, bro. So, look, hey, Mr. Jones, I blame Stephen A for all this shit. Stephen A, all the YouTube niggas yelling and screaming at each other, thinking it's cool.
I had to learn that aspect of the game, man. You just got to take the goofy weirdos for what they are, goofy weirdos, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
That's cool. Talk our shit in a respectful way. Support the boxers, and create great content for the people to enjoy over and over again. Go back, play the videos. Go back, throw our predictions in our face, and that's it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I just like to thank Scotty too, man, because he be blessing me with a lot of game too. And what you got to realize is, Big Dog, Pop Williams, man, you guys are in the game. Anytime you're in the game, whether the fight game or the media game, it's like pretty much these guys that ain't in the game that want to be in the game, they're gonna be jealous. They're gonna be jealous, man.
Bro, they don't even got fighters. They don't even have fighters. A motherfucker can't tell me nothing about raising an 8-year-old boy from nothing, amateurs, and then bringing them to the pros. Niggas can't tell me how to move a fighter who don't even got a fighter.
Yeah.
Feel me?
That's why I said you guys are in the game. When you're in the game, people are always gonna be jealous. Always, because they want to be in the game. They're on the sideline. They're on the sideline, hoping, praying, wishing to get subbed in.
Yeah,
you guys.
Bro, you gotta shout your fight out, man. Stop playing, bro.
Who is Jihad Tucker?
Yeah, shout out to Jihad Tucker, to the whole team Tucker. The vibes. 5-0 now. 3 knockouts. We was trying to get on that card, but unfortunately we couldn't. But he just fought October 30th at the Hula Theater. We'll all be out there. Yo, this one we're gonna get them photos too. Man, we was discussing that a while back. We're gonna link up. You know what I'm saying? Do the photos. I got to get some drops from the whole team. Williams Jr. Roy Jones. Your cut man, Skip. Everybody, man. I can't wait to meet all y'all in person, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan, supporter of the whole team Williams Jr. movement, man.
Same here, bro. We support y'all, man. I definitely need that pick with Jihad Mike Jr., man. And again, shout out to my motherfucking son, Michael Williams Jr., 19-0, 12 KOs, about to be 20-0 with motherfucking 13 KOs. One of the flyest boxers in the game.
Yeah. You know what I was gonna say to you, right? You know what I was gonna say to you. You're gonna be in the Mecca, right? I seen how y'all came out with the Wu-Tang when y'all fought before. Listen, if y'all pull that off at MSG and you get a Wu-Tang member to come out with y'all, you know how crazy the electricity is going to be in Madison Square Garden?
Well, you know what, man? We was thinking about doing it, and of course with Roy. Roy said he reached out to one of them, Red and Meth for us, but we had already did it on a smaller scale. But we gonna do in the pot, and we'll bring it back because this won't be the last time Mike Jr. is on the big stage or fighting at Madison Square Garden. But definitely he's gonna be coming out with Match Bout. Shout out to Match Bout. Mike Jr. has his own shoe. You can purchase it on matchbout.co. And Match Bout gonna have his feet fly. Aaron Harrison's gonna have his uniform fly. And but we definitely gonna bring that Wu back. It just won't be this one right here is strictly business. You know what I mean? We gotta get it done. We got people doubting us, you know what I mean? Like Loco, you know what I mean? Loco, yeah, Loco really loco, goddammit. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
My man Loco said, I was watching one of this shit, he's like, I'm an OG. Nigga, when you speak about my son, Loco, and this is no disrespect to you, baby, you're not an OG when you talking crazy about my son, man. You're original goofy, because you got a lot of stuff wrong. You got a lot of stuff wrong, bro. But again, like I said, I respect it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I come chop it up on your stuff. I don't know. I got to talk to my bro Scotty. God damn it.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Listen, let me get back on the plantation, man. Like I said, salute to the whole team, Williams Jr., December 11th, man. Pop out, man. MSG, they in the big garden, not the Hula Theater. They upstairs, up top, where the Knicks play at. So pull up, man. December 11th. It's gonna be a dope card. Lomachenko, Comey, Michael Williams Jr. is on that card. You got a whole bunch of fighters, local fighters. You got Crunch Time.
Jared Anderson's on there.
Yeah, Jared Anderson. Oh man, forgive me, Uncle Jay. Yeah, the real big baby. Jared Anderson's on that card. Keyshawn Davis, his brother's on that card also.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that card is stacked, man. Definitely pull up, man.
On there. That's
definitely.
Hey, and Showtime, we're gonna try to get that round table number 2, Shawty.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do that. Listen, man, you know,
it's a whole lot of stuff to talk about, Shawty.
Oh
so we got plenty of time.
Definitely, man. Thanks again, Scotty. You know, I gotta pull back up on the platform and chop it up with you, man. Y'all be good, man. Enjoy y'all day and happy Thanksgiving and all that, man. You know, listen, eat good, work out, and keep whooping asses, man. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Yeah, 3, you know what it is. It's good. You know that the promo is getting out here, being that, you know, it's much needed out here, especially on YouTube, because y'all not big on YouTube. So my entire my collective intent was to go out here and talk just straight up Michael Williams Jr. and John Bowser. But you know, well as I do, you know, you even told me about being reserved and shit, and that's what I do. It's me. I'm being reserved and professional most of the time. I ain't letting people walk over me per se. It's just I know where I'm at. You know, I'm just chilling. But when people sit up here and take your kindness and they try to walk over you and talk shit behind your back and treat you like you're a little boy, to my big for nothing. This nigga have never met me in life. I done seen him threaten multiple individuals. I never even said anything negative towards him. I just let the shit slide. I don't think niggas get that. When you let shit slide and you don't pay it no mind, you just chilling. You got family to take care of. And then they start coming here in my family. You think you're gonna come to my neighborhood and start pointing fingers and making threats or something you said about me? Now I'm straight up advocating for Michael Williams that he didn't fight a damn 6 round, he fought an 8 rounder. And you're trying to tell the collective public that the man scored a 10-8 and you didn't even see the fucking fight.
Hold on, let me say something real quick, Scotty. You right, and I'm glad you corrected me, because I was real confused on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, man, I respect, and I think Loco for even, you know, giving Mike some shine. I just didn't understand, because I know you guys really do your research, but it's just clear that, you know, all right, 8 rounds. I forgot how many rounds it was. All I know is Mike was beating him the entire fight, blowing him out. So if in 8 rounds he only win 2 rounds, my bro, is obvious he's going to lose. He is going to lose a unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand. And then it's crazy because the 2 rounds that he dropped Mike was blowing him out, like blowing him out. So
and see, that's what I was trying to get at.
How do we add up the judging and scoring when a fighter just beating the shit out of you, right, the whole round, and then towards the end you drop him?
Don't continue to tell people, because in boxing,
8 round.
Yeah, because in boxing, you can have a fighter drop a fighter. It doesn't automatically resonate to a 10-8 round if that's the only action that the fighter success that the fighter had in that round. It could be a 9-9 round. It depends on who's watching the fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on who's watching the fight, man. It could have been, you know.
So Loco, when I twist your OG into original Goofy, I was talking about that, bro, because I know in boxing you smarter than that. You know boxing, bro. You dropped the ball on that one. However, yes, you're right. My son did get dropped twice, and we're good with that, because every time my son has ever been down, he got up and won. Now, when John Bowser get hit, let's see how he recovered, because we definitely know he gonna go wild. When he start losing, he going wild, bro. And he's not the better boxer than my son. That's my opinion. Your opinion that he is. And it's all good. Now, as far as you and Scotty, that's some man shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all handled it, man. That shit was
going on,
good,
Pac-Man?
man. That shit kind of.
What's going on, man?
I like. Oh, my man right there. What up, bro? How you?
I'm good. How about yourself, man?
That's Tay Jones, Pac-Man ATL on YouTube. He
what up, Tay?
He team Bomb Squad.
Yeah, I know who Tay is.
Yeah,
what's up, Tay?
Nah, man, I just come to say, you know, it's an unfortunate situation, because I thought as gentlemen, we was all on my panel just having a good time. I didn't think that it would get to this extent, because at the end of the day, I looked at it as a much bigger thing, whether or not who's going for who. I felt as if it can go further as far as getting those two gentlemen on the phone. I mean, not on the phone, but on the panel, to where we can, exclusively have a press conference, or what, each fighter say what they got to say. It just build a hype to the fight. Obviously, it's two undefeated fighters. Of course, Kano going for Bowser, and then we got you with Michael Williams Jr. So that's what I seen it as, and I actually thought, we had a good show that night. We was having fun. Now I don't know whether I don't know where the aggression come from at all, because like I said, I thought it was a good night. I don't think anybody from that night, I don't think anybody should have took it one way or another. So
Aggression from who?
no, I'm saying just aggression from both of you guys from the day after. I don't know exactly where it came
It wasn't
from.
no aggression from both of you guys, Tay. It was me
what I'm saying is, I didn't think it was gonna go further than what it did that night. That's what I'm saying. So my thing is, if it went further than the other night, it must have been something underlined that I didn't see that night. Because like I said before, I like, we laughed, everybody was laughing, chilling, talking their shit, and it was over. I don't know how it started the next day. I don't know what triggered for it to keep going.
I just gave you the timeline earlier. I gave you the timeline. I just pretty much spoke on a video that I was saying that, okay, since he was on your channel talking about Michael Williams gonna get knocked out, he gonna get his ass beat. I said, okay, I was trying to keep it nice with John Bowser. I said, now the gloves are off because he's saying we're gonna get his ass beat. I say the single fan that John Bowser has on YouTube is Kano. But he came back in that evening and tried to say it was personal. You know me. When do I sit up here and try to make shit personal unless it's skip mark? And that nigga done said everything, disrespectful under the sun. So if a cat like me that usually talk in a monotone voice and chill, how in the fuck out of 365 days you gonna sit up here and act like 364 don't matter? I'm supposed to stand up as a man only when you tell me to. Nigga's supposed to be bent over. He's supposed to be pliable to someone that loves going around intimidating people. How does that work, Tay? Because he the one said I was big for nothing. I let that shit slide. I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, until today. This nigga over here taking shots at me, and I never even met him in person. You cannot continue to sit up here and treat somebody like they's a little boy and try to intimidate people because I'm chilling. Because I don't sit up here and debate people all that. I done been on several damn panels and I didn't have a problem. Don't come over here pointing your motherfucking finger in my face in my neighborhood. Don't sit up here and start making threats to me. Yeah. Don't sit up here and act like I ain't never been nowhere in life. What are we talking about here? We got people that all they do is make lives and it's constant. It's constant negative energy. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing. Nothing happen. But all of a sudden, when Scotty does it,
let him talk right quick.
Scotty does it. It's a problem.
I'm about to get out too, Tay. Hey, Scotty, I love you, my bro. Tay, nice meeting you, seeing you, brother.
Yes,
Scotty, I'm gonna let you do your thing. Hey, yo, shout out to my son, Michael Williams Jr. Yo, I love y'all. Loco, thank you for the press. Scotty, you and Loco, y'all got some major content. You know what I mean? I hope y'all resolve it. The people, I know they enjoyed your show today, goddammit, because it got hot. I love y'all, brothers. I'm out.
All right, love you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, go ahead, Tay. Say what you were saying, bro.
No, like I said before, man, I just think it's a bigger picture than what is being painted right now. Like I said before, even when you made it the idea of bringing the fighters on, I actually thought it was a pleasant idea to bring the both fighters on. Could have had a press conference right then and there, but I think it still can happen. But I didn't think that it would be what it is now, and I don't know where it's coming from or where it's stemming from.
It's stemming. I told you what it's stemming from. I don't know what time you tuned in, but first of all, your platform had nothing to do with it. I was just referencing the site. Okay, I'm referencing the point, the location on where this actually went down and what was said on there. I wasn't mad about anything. I wasn't. But when you go on your panel and try to make it a big deal and say, well, all of this is stemming from a prediction video I did 9 days ago now, which is an absolute lie. He's lying. I only did a video for me and him to have a dialogue on my panel outside of your panel because it would just be me and him talking about John Bowser and Michael Williams. But he's sitting up here telling people that it must have struck a nerve for him to make a prediction video. What the fuck? 9 days ago, I was responding to what he said on your platform about Michael Williams gonna get his ass whooped. How, bro? You never seen him fight. And to go around here and tell people lies that he fought a 6-rounder. Come on, man. How many people go off BoxRec, Tay? We all go off BoxRec.
Tell you the truth, I actually forgot that it was an 8-round fight myself.
And that's what I'm saying. I was correcting the situation. It wasn't a mistake, because a mistake is when you initially make that decision unknowingly. It becomes a choice when you do it second and third and fourth time. You became a choice because you're telling people it's a 6-round fight. Then you have other people tuning in and chiming in and saying, oh, so how he get dropped twice? I'm just saying. He got dropped twice in a 6-round fight. How he win? It was an 8-round fight.
And like I said, I was up under the same impression because I was wondering the same thing. Because if you do get dropped twice in a 6-round fight, you're supposed to lose that fight. So that's what I was wondering as well. And I'm like, well, how he win the fight? But and that could be on, like I said before. Now, if you said that you had told him that it was an 8-round fight, and if it was a,
he say he sent you the video, Tay.
Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. But that was like a year ago, and I ain't watched it since then. I didn't even bother to go back and look at it. I did see it. However, like I said before, when I saw it, I was like, well, damn, how he win the fight? But then again, I actually forgot that it was an 8-round fight. I didn't even bother to go back and check.
All I'm saying to Kano is to do your research. If you're going to be a content creator, do your research, especially on a fighter that's not on YouTube. The only time Michael Williams became any relevant on YouTube when we called out Devin Haney. And that has been squashed, is over. Shout out to Team Haney and Bill, all that. It's not even about them. It's just the fact that Kano, through everything, right? I never had an issue with this dude. But don't walk up on the set trying to bully a grown fucking man you know nothing about, shawty. Because I sit up here and I'm cool. I have my own demeanor. I don't sit up here and go at niggas for fun. It's a waste of my time. I have priorities I need to take care of. So if I'm behind the mic, don't sit up here and act like you're gonna point fingers. Oh, it's offline. It's offline. Listen, bro, if you tuned in, anybody. Stop making threats. Stop trying to hold me accountable for something I can't account for, because I don't fuck with nobody. When I'm out and about, I don't fuck with nobody, dog. I don't fuck with nobody. But if you try to hold me accountable for something I can't account for, I have no problem defending myself. Period. Right. Don't sit up here and make it a beef between. It ain't no beef between me and Kano. That's a waste of my freaking time. But don't come up here pointing the finger and threaten, all because I reference videos that you put out false information. He put out false information on your platform, his platform, and he's mentioned on another platform. It's false information, bro. It's not a mistake.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I definitely do get what you're saying. But my thing is this, that you that night, because I remember, but I don't remember everything that was said. So when he said it was a 6-round fight, did you say it was an 8-round fight on my show?
That wasn't even, look, when he was up here telling y'all it was an 8-round fight. I mean a 6-round fight. I just looked at it like, okay, obviously he don't do his research. I don't react immediately because it wasn't really a debate to me. Like a debate, I start getting the fine details of shit. That's just the way a debate goes. But in that particular case, we was just sitting up there chilling. I didn't want to break your vibe. You know, you, Drew, and Kano that was up there. I didn't want to sit up here and start bringing that energy late night. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I pulled up for. I just showed up because, you know, my name was mentioned, and I thought it was a lightful conversation, like a light conversation talking about, Dan Williams Jr. and Bowser. So I was just gonna play around, which I did. But when you're gonna go on your live and somebody you came home from work and I mention your name and it's personal, I'm like, what? Is something wrong? Like, what the fuck? So if you love and enjoy people, you got there and saying you crazy and shit like that, and you don't do this, come on, man. But you talking to a man been all over the world, experienced a whole lot of shit. Stop sitting up here trying to bully somebody, bro. Stop trying to get your people to get involved with the lies. If you're gonna put information out, make sure you research it 2, 3, 4 times over. That's all I'm saying. Don't sit up there and devalue my fighter, the team that I support heavy, and go convince people that of something that happened back in 2019, Tay. He trying to convince people that he got knocked down twice, not the fact that he won the fight, but he got knocked down twice and he was gifted a 6-round fight. Lie. Absolute lie.
And y'all don't think this can be resolved?
Bro, you know me already. Come on, Tay. If anybody on this YouTube community should have an understanding, is you. If anybody,
yeah,
it should be you. Out of any other body that I communicate with, it should be you.
For
Man,
sure.
you know, I don't take this shit personal. It ain't personal. I'm not even upset or mad. I just defended my square and stood on my square with it, shawty. I'm not sitting up here allowing someone in front of a public audience, to say what they said, to fabricate lies and make it about me and you. No, bro. No, man, it's cats on here every other day. They cussing somebody out, calling them bitch ass nigga. You know, they sit up here doing this, not me. But then the one time I defend my square, Kano thinks he gonna come on my platform and start pointing his finger and threatening me.
Yeah,
For
I
what?
didn't see the whole thing. I just came in and came out because I was dealing with a client, so I didn't see the whole thing. So I don't really know what happened.
Man, you know what it is, man. Like, we already been through one of these situations. I don't hold shit personal like that, man. I don't go around here fucking with niggas at all. I'm chill. I'm good. But don't come up here pointing your finger, always telling people your stories, and I'm sitting up here nodding my head. Okay. It's not up to me to get involved in your personal business. I didn't disrespect it. If that's what you did, okay, cool. But I don't go around blasting and talking shit. Man, this debate shit, I've done it several times and people just kept it on the platform. Kind of want to go over here and talk about, oh, we taking it offline. Nigga, don't threaten me, dog. Stop threatening me like I'm some little chump off the street. A brother like me always talking in a calm voice. I'm chilling. Stop going around talking to me as if I'm your little child, bro. I'm in my 50s just like you. Have some fucking respect, Kano.
I got you. I just hope we get this resolved. That's all, bro.
And my phone line always open, man. I ain't no punk ass nigga. Don't sit up here and start treating it like it's beef. No, I don't have beef with people. That's too much energy. 50-year-old nigga got beef with somebody. For what? But you act like I gotta ask permission to stand on my motherfucking square, dog. Nigga ain't never been a beta male, goddammit.
All right.
I got a son I take care of every fucking day. What you talking about, nigga? What the fuck you talking about? It's online. It's offline now. What the fuck you saying, nigga? You can't come over here and goddamn hold me accountable for something I can't account for. You got my world fucked up, nigga. I was raised up in these streets of the ATL in the South when back in the 70s, nigga. You act like I was in a private school wearing uniforms every day. Now, I've been all over the world, experienced a lot of shit. Seeing motherfuckers brains blow the fuck out. Fuck you talking about? Don't come in here and try to disrupt my peace when I be respecting these niggas on the platform. I give them respect. Even though I'm older than a lot of motherfuckers, I give them respect. I don't trip.
You know, like I said, hopefully we can get this all resolved and everybody be on one accord. Because, like I said, I just thought we had definitely a good thing going, especially with the two fighters, and you know, could make it exclusive. You know, they on a little press conference, and hopefully we can still make that happen.
Man, that you look, they trying to get as much press as possible. That's why I had no problem, and I would have told his dad to show that I was all about that. I sent him, like I told you, I sent him the link via Facebook Messenger. And he said I should have sent it via his phone. So I was sending it out there. They haven't even been on my platform yet. I said, okay. Let me have him come on Tay. And then Drew gives good interviews too. So I said, you had two people on there. And then you had Kano who pretty much support Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
You was all gonna be at the panel at the same time. Is that not supporting the fighters? I mean, come on, they don't have shit to do with me and him. It has something to do with what we was trying to do that Top Rank isn't going to do. Promote the fighters, man. Give them free promo.
Sure. And we'll get it all worked out, though.
It's all good, man. You know my number. Even Kano got my number. I even texted him when I was online yesterday. They have a dialogue. I was joking. I was having fun.
Right.
He got my number. Nigga, come over here in the evening and do a live and put World Combat Sports in the description. That's not what I do, shawty. Like, come on, bro. You put my whole damn channel name response to World Combat Sports. Why? That's all I got to say about it, man. But, you know, you got my number, Tay.
For sure. I'll hit you up.
All right, for sure, man. Appreciate you pulling up.
No doubt.
D-Ray on deck. Mark Nash on deck. Mark Casey on deck. Free Hoover on deck. Pac-Man ATL on deck. Sir Ken on deck, man. Knockout Boxing 86 TV on deck. Thomas on deck. J.A. Dixon on deck, man. Check this out, man. Anybody who follow the channel, you already know that I don't sit up here and be going back and forth with cats. I have certain, look, I can name off everybody damn near that really fuck with my channel in the damn live chat. From King Mitch to J. Dixon to D-Ray to J. Ocho to Sir Ken to Pete Davenport, Mark Nash pull up. I can pretty much name the people that sit up here and jump in my chat. Andrew Charles. I can name it. That's a small community of people who I communicate in the live chat. So why this energy, bro? Like why are you bringing me this energy? Everybody that knows, that knows my channel enough know I fuck with Team Williams. I've been supporting him for quite some time now. Michael Williams Jr. as a whole is a good dude. He does not come on YouTube and shit and talk. The most you ever heard him talk is when we was calling out Devin Haney. That's it. Besides that, the advocate, the mouthpiece is me because I can speak on some of his fights that I've been to. A lot of his fights. I seen him take adversity up close and personal. I seen it. I've seen it, man. I spoke with him after that shit. But what I'm trying to get at is it was about Michael Williams Jr. because one thing I know for sure is when it becomes fight week and when it comes to his career, his pops, which was on here, Michael Williams Sr., is all about his son. Period. No, it ain't no passing that. It's all about his son having the best projection, the best avenue to get to where he need to go in boxing. That's what it's all about. Another thing that I know about this YouTube shit is if people never met you in person, they should be very limited on how they address you, period, in life. They should just be very reserved on how they address you because you never met them in life. And that's how I treat these individuals. It doesn't matter how irate they get. I never met them. I don't know them. I don't know them. But first of all, most of the older cats, whether it's male or female, I look at them as being old enough and have a career and has a family out there. I treat everybody like that. I think I've been on Everything Boxing and Sports, shout out to Keon, panel more than many to freaking debate. And there's some dudes over there that know they fucking boxing, dog. I've been over there more than anything. I talked to him offline, no problem whatsoever. It's a difference, man. It's a different type of thread on this damn YouTube shit. Because I've been over there talking about Bud Crawford leading up to Sean Porter fight. And, you know, Cass didn't agree with what I was saying. I didn't agree with what they saying. But when it was all said and done, when you close down the show, it wasn't no personal shit, bro. I haven't really been on a lot of shows. That's probably the one show, but I was collectively organizing a timeline to clear this up. So no one would think, none of his people, none of his audience would think that that's the type of energy I'm putting out. I already been in situations as a military dude where we was in a combat zone. Already been there. So don't try to make this YouTube into a combat zone. What for what? What is the relevance for it? What are we talking about, dog? If you don't respect somebody, give them limited attention. Don't sit up here and delegate so much motherfucking energy to something that you don't know anything about. That goes for you, Kano. Man, I don't have no problem with you, bro. But one thing, you're not going to even give these people that tune into my channel and those individuals that tune into your channel, you're not going to give them any indication that Scotty is someone that you can walk on whenever you feel like, and I'm some beta ass nigga out here that you can talk to any kind of way, especially Kano, when I never gave you that energy. If you got a freaking attitude problem and you got a quick tip, okay, keep that shit to yourself. Like, you know, that's what it is. All right, cool. You go make another video about me, man. That's on you. I'm done talking about this shit. But you got a lack of respect for grown fucking men, dog. I'm not just 50, I'm over 50. I'm an OG in this game too, homie. I spend my time doing what the fuck I want to do during the daytime. One of them is not sitting up here on YouTube going back and forth over empty shit. Shit that don't even have no motherfucking substance inside of it. I ain't arguing about that. I'm trying to promote my boy Michael Williams Jr., bro. I'm trying to goddamn promote this fight, get as much free promo out here on YouTube. The same shit Showtime be giving. I'm trying to get channels to pick up on Michael Williams Jr. just like they did when we called out Haney at that one point in time. People was fucking with Michael Williams. They was tuning in. His dad was on the Boxing Voice, Fred Barbershop and all. That's what we doing. Don't be selfish and say, oh, it's all about saying that I was on here 3 hours. 3 hours talking about you? I was on 52 minutes and I was talking about the fight, and I briefly talked about what was said on Pac-Man's show, and primarily me emphasizing it was the fact that it's a lie that he fought 6 rounds and got stopped. So if you're going to be adamant about dropping details like that, you have to have culpable, admissible evidence to back it up, substantiate that shit. You can't sit up here and just go off the rip and say, you know what? I'm telling people I sent the video to Tay. I'm saying I looked at the video and he was dropped and this, that, and the other. But you never thought to look on BoxRec and really do fine details to see how many rounds it was. Because what you're doing is talking in a way that you're trying to promote some type of malice to him being gifted a fight in his home backyard in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's what was going down, bro. And look, if you believe that and if it happened, who cares? The whole point of this is to build exposure up for him and John Bowser. John Bowser's did nothing to me. It's no way that I was going to sit up here and say, he getting his ass kicked. But I don't really fuck with Mike like that. But, John Bowser getting his ass kicked. If you don't fuck with Bowser, just keep it neutral and say, I'm looking for that fight. Somebody's going to have to take that L. And, they both have O's on their record. I'm looking forward to that shit right there. But let me tell you this, what I know so much about Michael Williams Jr., besides he's 19-0, right? It's the fact that the gaming of opposition and John Bowser's resume, we're talking about 205. If you want to talk about the collective addition of fights that opponents have had. 15-0, he has 5 knockouts, but his opponents, if you look at their resume, win, losses, draws, it kind of calculates up to around 205 fights. Michael Williams Jr. has fought the experience of opponents that has a collective number totaling up to 367 fights of his opponents. Now you're probably saying to yourself, if I look at Michael Williams Jr. resume, some of the records on there are losing records. Listen to me. You take a fighter that has a losing record, but they're fighting over 40-something fights. That's experience. So sooner or later, if Michael Williams Jr. is the bum, or he's not that talented a fighter, sooner or later, he's going to meet someone that's going to test him, right? So with these fighters that has mad experience in their professional boxing career, you have to accredit that too. It's a fine detail that you have to look at. Yeah, the first initial eye test is a lot of these fighters, they have losing records. Okay, when did they become to have a losing record? And then you have to take it upon yourself to click on that fighter and see who they fought. Then some of these fighters has fought some of the biggest names in boxing early on before they really start leveling out. And one side of the scale was heavier. The red side became heavier than the green side. You have to do your research and see who they lost to, who they fought. So you take the experience, even in a losing effort, of some of these fighters that Michael Williams Jr. have on his record, and you apply that to him stepping in the ring with that fighter who's been in there with those fighters. And everyone collectively they have fought in their careers. That's all I could tell you. When people are always quick to call fighters bums, right? You have to look at, there's a format to boxing. People build up, fighters build up their record all the time. You know what I'm saying? They build up their record. And long as boxing allow fighters to obtain a boxing license with no amateur fights, and then you're obtaining a professional boxing license without ever stepping into the ring. Don't sit up here as a content creator and act like it's all new to you. This shit has been a format for a long time. You pass the medicals, you do what you have to do, you put in that for your license, you get approved, you go in there for a debut. Some fighters go in there for a debut, they fight another fighter That's a soft touch. They become undefeated, 1-0. That still looks good to a fighter. Boom, they get a 2-0, 3-0. And then they take that first loss, they 3-1. And then they get another soft touch, 4-1. Then 4-2. 5-3. 5-4. 6-4. 7-5. 7-6. 7-7. The experience start building up with the numbers. Unless you're gonna click on that motherfucking fighter and find out who he's been fighting, you're just looking at it like, oh, he's a 7-7 fighter, dog. That he's a bum, man. He ain't doing shit. That's not really the case. Then you get a 7-15 fighter. That fighter's been in there with some fighters who's defeated him, and he's learned something. Every time they was knocked out, they learned something. They passed medicals, and they went in there and they took another L. They learned something. So when you got a slick fighter, let's just say Stephen McIntyre. Shout out to Steph, man. This motherfucker slick as shit. He's been in there with some of your big name fighters in boxing. But this dude is not a bum. Like, dude can box his ass off, man. And Mike's been in there with him. This dude has a lot of fights. He might have 45, 50 professional fights. I'm not sure. He's not fighting anymore, of course, but this dude has a whole lot of fights, man. So you got to take that in consideration when y'all so quick to just say, so-and-so going to get knocked out. How? How are you saying Mike is going to get knocked out when John Bowser has 5 knockouts, bro? Just because somebody else touched him, maybe that guy has punching power. Maybe he has punching power. You trying to tell me, for those of you that went to college, if you source a particular paragraph, you don't know what citing it is, you cite the original author or whoever wrote it. You cite it. You can use it, but you cite it. You're citing it because that is your source of reference. Don't go around here talking some shit that you haven't even cited, like you haven't even read and did enough research on. I'm done with it, bro. I'm done with it, man. Cats coming in here getting a tail end of something that makes no sense. Like, no, I ain't gonna let that lie slide, dog. I'm not gonna let that lie slide at the point. I'm gonna sit up here and tell the entire truth because I was there. It seems like cats don't want to hear that you was at a certain place. I was there. I seen it. No, I'm telling you, how can this happen? I'm telling you, he dominated. And just because a fighter gets a knockdown, I have other people tag teaming in talking about it's a 10-8 round, 2 rounds. How? How the fuck do you know what's a 10-8 round and you wasn't at the fight? How do you know who was dominating who until they got caught? It's no automatic 10-8 round. If another fighter was doing damage the majority of the entire round, 3 minutes per round, right? All right. Let's say 2 minutes and 25 seconds of that round, Mike Williams Jr. was dominating. So therefore he gets a knockdown. You trying to tell me every judge is sitting out there, they're going to say, oh, that's a 10-8 round. Or you don't think somebody's going to give it a 9-9? If you believe that, obviously I've been watching boxing too fucking long, dog. Major Key in the building. What's good? 503 Lion on deck, man. I appreciate you, that 503. Hey, shout out to 503. Another dude that knows his shit. I'm saying another dude that knows his shit, bro. Me and him had a debate, and that was that. Williams Jr. recovered like a champ against Al Cox. That's all I'm saying, man. If I was there, Hoover, I can speak on it more than anybody else that wasn't there. I was there, dog. That's not the only time Michael Williams been dropped. He was dropped by a guy that outweighed him, a mixed martial arts guy way back in the day. They pretty much told him he was fighting the guy this weight. The guy came in overweight. They still fought him, and he dropped Mike. But Mike finished him immediately after that. It's okay for them to glorify. They say, okay, Terrence Crawford get touched. Terrence say, Errol Spence told him, you got hurt by Gamboa. And Terrence say, and what happened after that? Start stabbing that motherfucker. See, that's Terrence. He was there. He was actually in the ring. He sat there and basically confirmed it. But he also caveat and said, what happened after that? What happened after Gamboa hurt me? And that's what I'm saying. Mike got up, he finished the dude. It was a white fighter. And then with Al Cox is a mixed martial artist, very talented fighter, real talk. But he's more like a journeyman, he's switching up between boxing and MMA. So you know how that goes. But he had punching power, dog. Let's not act like you went up here cheering on Baranchik and Cepeda. And everybody was like, oh, yeah. Oh, so awesome. This is Fight of the Year candidate and all this other shit. Them motherfuckers getting hit life and limb, going down, and people cheering the fuck out that fight. But the one poor perception that people have is that they'll look at a fighter that's taking all this punishment on TV and they'll give them more credit and say, I respect what they did, man. They got up. But then Michael Williams Jr., he hasn't been on TV like that. They say, oh, he's a bum. He ain't fought nobody. He's getting dropped in a 6-round fight. He had people jump in and caveat, oh, a 10-8 round in a 6-round fight. How did he win that? It wasn't a motherfucking 6-round fight, first of all. And none of y'all was there to see the entire fight. 503 said, I'm excited to see these young lions rumble, keep putting the spotlight on these prospects. That's what's up, man. I appreciate it. And that's all I attempted to do in this particular scenario. Spin back the reel, dog. Look at my lives. Look at the ones I referenced earlier. And you'll see for yourself. You'll see for your fucking self, dog. I was putting a spotlight on the rising prospects in the game. It doesn't matter how many people tune into the live chat on a daily basis. I have a huge depth of content from amateurs, whether it be boxing or jiu-jitsu tournaments. I've been there. I sat in there. I've learned. I've seen how amateur ranks work in certain regions. I've taken pictures of entire fight cards, 21 fight cards on the amateur bout. I was down here with Mike Stafford, Cincinnati versus Atlanta. They came down here with their amateurs versus our amateurs. I've been to a lot of amateur fights. I don't have to be up in the motherfucking gym all the time acting like I train a fighter to have content. I've been to amateur fights. I've been doing this shit for a while. I don't care if I don't have 500 people tuned in my lives, dog. You can't say I don't know boxing, you can't say I don't know MMA, and you can't say I don't know BJJ. And I'm still learning the entire aspect of BJJ. Somebody who goes to the schools and watch that shit. Someone who tunes into the tournaments. But just because it's me speaking on my fighter, Michael Williams Jr., it's a problem because his resume doesn't look up to standard for certain people. That's the fucking protocol of boxing, people. You have a lot of fighters who resume starting off. Look, that's why I respect the shit out of Tio. He came unified champion in 16 fights, dog. That's his pops up there saying, I got a dog with me. I got a Kodiak with me, dog. I'm putting him in there with the best. Nakatani. Next, Richard Comey. Next, pound for pound. Top pound for pound. Vasily Lomachenko, double gold standard Olympian. Everybody can't beat T.O. Everybody cannot be him, dog. Everybody can't be a Manny Pacquiao. And this is where I hate using the same terminology, right? It's some people that actually have enough to read and study up. Because sometimes I tell some of these coaches and trainers, I say, you may know how to train the sport, but you don't know more than I know about the sport. You may be able to train it, which is cool, but that doesn't mean you know everything there is that happens in the sport of boxing. That's all I'm saying. It becomes very complex at the end of the day. Some fighters are able to fight tough opponents early on because they're built that way. Look at Jahad Tuck. He's 5-0. He's been on TV ever since day one, dog. His first 0-0 fight, his debut was on TV. All the shows after that, he's been on TV. He's that dude. He's built for the audience. He's built for the entertainment. That's how they moving him. And he's not going in there barely winning. He's going in there and putting on a show. So I would suggest anybody, right, when it comes to World Combat Sports, this is something I built from the ground floor. I don't pay for no views. I don't pay for no subscribers. I don't pay for shit. But what I can tell you is that I get my own content when I'm out. If I can record something, I would. If I can take a picture of it, I am. I try to support the hometown fighters as much as I possibly can. But always remember this. I'm only one person, bro. I don't have no dang assistant. I don't have none of this shit. So me editing my shit is all me. I'm not going to be on live every day. But most of the people that come over here, I don't do panels for a reason. I'm not trying to sit up here and allow people to talk and be disrespectful. I like a healthy group of people to talk to, and that's that, bro. This is the most energy I put into a freaking live because it was in defense of myself. You know what I'm saying? It was in defense of myself. You're talking about a single father. My actions are reciprocated down to my kid. Don't come over here fucking threatening me, goddammit. My family first. I'm chill because I choose to be. Shouty. Don't nobody come over here off this YouTube shit and try to make threats on my life, man. Nigga, talk sensible to grown ass adults. That's what I do. I talk sensible and respect what they got, what they've been through in life. That's all I'm doing. I ain't trying to sit up here and goddamn go hard. Oh man, I've been through all that shit. I've been through my younger years. But what's not gonna happen is that motherfuckers try to come over here and threaten you on some bogus ass shit. Like I don't owe you money. I ain't disrespect your family. I ain't do shit to you. We're talking about verbiage that I have the right to defend myself about. We're talking about a sport that I'm not even competing in. And you're gonna say, oh, man, get the fuck out of here, dog. What you mean? Oh, it's off some YouTube shit. What the fuck, dude? That's for anybody. Come on, man. When it comes to Scotty, make sure there's something that I did that warrants any of it. Because I know plenty of the clowns on here that sit up here and talk every day, all day, and they don't give a fuck about nothing except damn getting views and being disrespectful. That shit happens all the time. But dang, a brother like me, a grown ass fucking man that's chilling and respect another grown man for his family, for where he at in life, and the gap that we have of not knowing each other, I can only take what I know about him on here and leave it at that. That's the respect that I have. But all this other shit, it's plenty of people seeing me out and about. I never roll with a group of dudes ever in my life in public. Like, I'm just in my lane. I'm chilling. It's not something I'm concerned like that. I don't go up here fucking with people and threatening people and being reckless and shit like that. I'm quiet, dog. I'm chill. That's all I got to say on this live, man. Appreciate everyone for pulling up, man. I ain't apologizing for a motherfucking thing, y'all. Those of you that fuck with WCS, continue to do so, man. I'm looking forward to the big fights that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all support Bill and Devin Haney fighting JoJo Diaz. Make sure y'all support Team Haney. They really need support out here in these boxing streets, because we all know what it is. I was the one that was criticizing them, but I look at it like this. I've always said this. I respect the grind and the hustle and determination Bill got for his kid. For real. Even though Devin Haney is a grown man, I'm just saying this man's out here putting in effort. So him coming up here as a WBC champion facing JoJo Diaz, man, y'all support the champ. Y'all support the champ. Support Michael Williams Jr. and Team Williams. You know how it is. They have a fight December 11th. Besides that, I'm